What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, man, and let's talk about it. Mayweather McGregor. Is his fight inches closer? Floyd's getting more into dog shape. I kind of want to go out there and see for myself what's going on because I want to make sure mentally, physically, he gonna be in dog shape. We got Nate Jones out there. He gonna be in dog shape. Period. I mean, that's without a fact. He got L, Leonard, all those guys. Plus Floyd likes to train. He's never going to be underprepared for a fight. I just need to make sure everything is working, you know, on all planes. I need to see something, for me to feel more and more secure. Um, the counter camp has been like Fort Knox. They don't want nobody coming in. They don't want nobody coming out. The Paulie Malignaggi incident has been like the biggest thing of the entire promotion. It's been more media buzz for Paulie Malignaggi than it's been for McGregor. You haven't really seen McGregor speaking too much or doing too much at all, except for the Showtime cameras. Um, the way the UFC's working this thing, especially with Paulie Malignaggi, is they brought him in for 2 days. They're paying everybody very bare minimum. They don't know how to run a boxing camp, which was, understandable. They're used to paying meager salaries like they do in the UFC. And this is what they know. Connor's focus, I think, is in the wrong place. His focus is on money and everything else rather than actually winning the fight. He wants to look good in the fight. That's a bad mental settlement for yourself. It's like, I'm good to go. No matter what, as long as I don't get hurt and I can go to decision or get some rounds in, hey, I'm not even supposed to be here. It's not my sport. If you take that kind of attitude into a fight and then try to convince yourself you're there to win the fight, you're not. You're looking for an excuse for if you don't win. Now you're just trying to find a way to give it to yourself. And that's sad. It's poor. And when you got poor thinking like that, just the wrong decision becomes even worse and everybody else has to just follow suit. I've seen it happen many a times in the sport of boxing. And many people come in there and said, you know what, this is what's going on, such and such, and this is how we operate, and this is the way we do things. None of that is discussed. None of that is none of that is brought to the table or the forefront. They don't even mention it. But now that you got this Paulie Malignaggi situation with Conor McGregor taking the whole media attention away basically from the fight. They think it helps the fight. It really doesn't because he's not fighting Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, if they want to do that fight after this, I'd love to see it. But as the fight gets closer, are you getting more anticipated to see it? That's the question. These past Showtime events, they kind of was lackluster to me. I think the exclusiveness of Conor McGregor not really being in the press, not really doing too much, and them not really wanting to show him doing too much is kind of hurting it. People intrigued. Once the fight gets a week out, there's not a soul on our planet Earth that is not going to be there to watch this fight. Not a soul. So when you got that situation going for you, it's always going to be a touch and run type situation. Like they don't have to sell out every seat. With those prices, you make your money up just by selling a few thousand seats. Don't have to sell out the building to make a lot of money. And that's what the attitude is. But the type of fight we're going to see, I don't know. Paulie's got his own podcast thing going on, so he's not going to be giving too many interviews to people. Showtime will get an interview, and then because I called him up. And once I was like, oh, okay, he got his podcast thing going. He's gonna want to do that. I get it. We're going to do your thing, Paulie. I'm not gonna take that away from you, but you should go on and do that. Now, as far as Floyd Mayweather and Connor, period, I think Floyd mentally is always in the right place because he's a fighter. He's done this a million times before. But Connor's going to give him some, I believe, he's never seen. But Floyd is not a panicker. He's never been pushed in a situation to panic. I think at one point I seen him a little bit panicky. And that was the first Madonna fight when he got the cut. But then he kind of calmed himself and got back into the fight. And that's because at that point you didn't know how the scoring was going, and in his own mindset, he knew the fight would be close because he knew early on Madonna got a couple of those rounds. So early on, when he first got the cut, he don't know how bad it is. So you don't know if it's enough to go to the scorecards, and he know like, look, these first couple of rounds is kind of close. So a nervousness kind of set in, but I saw him calm himself. And I'm thinking like in this fight, I know McGregor's gonna do something different and bring something new to the table just to see if it works. Something that a boxer wouldn't probably think of doing. To risk it all, like to just go for it. I think Conor McGregor is gonna do that eventually in this fight. He's gonna have a try, let me try this type of moment. But Floyd, I think, is too experienced, even for somebody to bring something new, to not put himself in a position to fall into a trap. So it's gonna be quite interesting. But I kind of want to go down there and see this myself to see how the development is taking place. That's what I really want to do right now. But anyways, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Tell me, are you anticipated in seeing this fight as it gets closer? I'm out.